They got this woman that's talking about the value of women as they age. But see, the problem I have with some of these conversations is women think there are certain values and men have values, and they're speaking on men. But let's just go ahead and check this out.
Responding to this comment, it is okay, sis. Trust me, because I didn't find out about all of this till probably maybe a couple years ago. I'm not saying that it is nearly impossible or absolutely not possible, because keep in mind there are exceptions to the rules, but at the end of the day, as we get older, our choice in men change. It does. Our choice in men change, our pickings in men change, and as men get older, theirs is the total opposite. Theirs is the total opposite. And I'm not saying that you can't go date a man. I'm not saying that, but let's just keep it a buck. Even me being at 29 years old, I'm not going to be able to get that same man that I thought I was going to be able to get when I was 21, 22. I'm just not. But that's okay. I'm just telling y'all the facts. And I'm going to leave y'all with one more thing. A lot of men do not like bosses. A lot of us women, including myself, we have become bosses, which is why men will go marry a woman that works at Starbucks and a woman that works at McDonald's and a person that works at Burger King over a CEO of the company. Y'all probably heard this before. I know y'all have heard this before. And it's the God honest truth. They don't want bosses. And a lot of women, including myself, because y'all like to think that I'm not talking about myself. A lot of us women work because we have to, not because we want to. But it's okay, sis. It is okay. I am in your corner. I promise you, I'm in your corner.
Now, she had a lot what she actually said there. First and foremost, not every man looks at a woman and say, oh, well, she getting to a certain age, I don't want nothing to do with her. Because there are men out there that don't want nothing to do with no young woman at all, right? They have men out there that say, I don't want to deal with the mentality of that young woman, because what comes along with that is her mentality. And a lot of times their mentality will get on your last nerves if you are a mature man. And so, yes, you may want a woman that look a certain way, but you want her mentality to be there. That's number one. Number two, she's mentioned that a lot of men don't like bosses. It's not that a woman is a boss and all of that. It's the attitude that possibly, because I'm not going to say all, it possibly comes with that. And a lot of times what possibly comes with that is a masculine energy, or if women make a certain amount of money, then they can get on some masculinity. And that's the issue. Now, she mentioned a guy will get a woman from Starbucks or whatever, or Target, whatever the case may be. Why does that happen? Because that kind of woman is not in that energy because she's working a job. Women who are entrepreneurs, a lot of times probably will have a trouble in the area of dating. If they married already, they fine. But if they're out there, the single women and the entrepreneurs, and they running they businesses and things like that, because what happens is if they start making a certain amount of money as an entrepreneur, most women have the mindset of, I want a man to be a provider. So that woman that's an entrepreneur, she's thinking the same way. And maybe she's making money that the average man don't make because she's an entrepreneur. Not everybody is business owners, right? So some men may not make what she's making. So why go through all of that and don't even approach that kind of woman, right? Just don't approach them, and then go talk to a woman that you making more money than, like at the Target or at the Starbucks, where you can actually provide and do different things like that. Look, at the end of the day, a lot of men want to box in their weight class. Let me say that. And there's nothing wrong with a man boxing in his weight class or dating within his sphere that he can handle. I think that's a man that's honest about himself. He's not going to try to box up outside of his weight class, because usually what happens when you box out of your weight class, you get defeated. I'm talking about on the way up. If you are a welterweight, you're not about to go box a heavyweight. That's just not really what's about to happen. And so a lot of these men rather stay in their welterweight division. You understand what I'm saying? They're not trying to go up. And that, I think that's great honesty in a man that want the girl from Starbucks and want the girl from Target. Now, together, maybe she, if that's her dream and that's what he want to do, he can help her get to the point like that, but they come up together doing it. And that's just really the difference. But saying a woman doesn't have a value, it depends on what you determine value. If you think value is just the way you look, that's not even the total value of a person, because they got people that look good every day. And them as a person is a piece of crap. They're evil. They lie all the time. They deceptive. They backbite. They just not good people. So don't be deceived by the look of a woman or women. Don't be deceived by the look of a man. It's about that man's heart. It's about who he is as a person. Because one thing when you're going to find out when you get a relationship with this behind, you're going to find out if he's a good man or not. And no matter how he look, you may say, oh, he look good, but man, he's a horrible dude. And that's what really determines value. If a man just thinking that a woman's looks determine value, then he's pretty immature. Because no matter how that woman look, you're not going to deal with her looks. You're going to deal with her.